Dın 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 dın. Bunu da bloopers koyarız. Hi everybody, this is Sez from Hasura. I'm here with my dear friend Barış. We're friends since high school, so that's like 7 years because we're both like 22 years old. I'm just kidding. We're friends for like 20 years now. So we're gonna build a Unity app together using Hasura. So that's gonna be fun. So hi Barış.
Hi Sezgi.
What is our, can you tell us a little bit about the app that we're gonna build?
So we are just going to make a small leaderboard to be used in any Unity game. I made a small user interface for that, like very basic. I've never used Hasura, so hopefully we can make this work with your help.
Yes.
So we'll see how easy it really is.
This will be the test of all my claims of how easy it is.
Yes. So the only thing I've done so far is just had a basic Heroku account. With this guide, Hasura Heroku Quick Start, I deployed an app in 15 seconds, and I don't do anything else here. So with your help, we'll build this up. Then on the Unity side.
So you agree that it's easy so far?
So far, it's completely easy. So far, your claims are correct. This took me like 20 seconds.
Awesome. Cool. So in case this like somebody's watching who's not familiar with Hasura, so when you deploy the Heroku, you get a Postgres database and the Hasura console, which generates the GraphQL schema for you. So you can run the GraphQL queries on the Postgres database. So, and at the top there, there's the URL. That's the GraphQL API endpoint that we're going to use. Do you see it, Barış, at the top there?
Here, this part. Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes. Also, I haven't used GraphQL much at all, so there's another hurdle. So on the Unity side, we just there's one simple leaderboard that I added some buttons just to simulate game events like achieving a score. So at the beginning, we'll just load season data, then register some player name. But all of this is not happening right now. We have to connect this to Hasura, our backend. And then when we achieve a score, we'll just write a score, send a score, and load updated scores. Oops, that shouldn't have happened. But then this is just a random leaderboard, and we'll get some scores from the backend.
Awesome. Yeah.
So basically, that's it.
I'm completely new to. What's that?
So basically, for the first step, that's it.
Okay.
We just need to connect these to the backend.
Cool. So I'm completely new to Unity, and Barış is new to GraphQL. So this will be interesting. So what do you think we should do first to use? So I can show you. Maybe we should create some mock data.
Yes, I think so. So some sort of data here.
Yes. Yeah. So go to the data tab at the top.
Data tab at the top. Yes.
The second tab? Yeah, so here we can create a table.
Add tables?
Yeah, there's a button at the top that says create table. Oh, you already did it.
I pressed that, yes. So
yeah.
So I'm thinking there can be, for now we can have just one leaderboard, but in the next step there can be like a bronze, a gold leaderboard, and people can switch between them.
Sure.
But for now, we can start with just the beginner's leaderboard, say bronze leaderboard.
Yeah, we can start simple and then build from there.
Yes.
Sounds good.
So that should be my table name.
Yeah. Is it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's the data gonna be?
So I'm thinking just like a username, player ID, and score. The highest score achieved by that player.
So this is a table of players
Players and the highest scores achieved by the players.
or users. We can just call it users
Sure. It's a game, so we can call them
or
players.
players, whichever you like.
I like players.
Okay.
So, table name.
At the top, there's the table name.
Bronze leaderboard.
No, this is the table of players, right? So players.
Table of players? No, actually I was, okay, let's start with that. Yes, okay.
Does that
So this
make
is all
sense?
players.
Yeah. Because this is information about each player. Okay.
So player ID.
Yeah,
I'm
or
guessing.
just ID. Just ID is fine.
Okay, so that should be a string text.
So the ID can be auto-incrementing integer, or did you want text?
Actually, for now, I was just generating a global unique ID on the client and sending that.
You
so
can
it can just be a text.
UUID.
Sure.
And then there's a function in the next field, the gen random UUID. There you go.
Okay, better. Okay. Okay, so I should click unique.
That will be automatic because we'll mark it as the primary key below.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Then player name, some nickname that the players can give themselves.
Yes.
Text, I'm guessing.
Or they can just be ID and name, right? No need for a player.
Yes. So ID is not a restricted word or anything like that.
No, it's fine.
And default value, just nothing.
Default value Barış.
Okay. Everyone should be named Barış. I like it.
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
What? I want to know. And then maybe later I'll add like which leaderboard they're on right now. Like they can be on the bronze leaderboard or gold leaderboards. Like a current leaderboard field.
Yeah, so we can have. That's a good question. So we're gonna show a list of players on the leaderboard, and do we want different tables for leaderboards? No, right?
I think so. I think we want different tables.
Okay.
Like because they can be like at the end of a season, they can be cleaned up, like restarted.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking here there won't be any scores.
You can have a score here, yeah, because the score belongs to the player.
Yes. No, but I'm thinking the score should be something they get in that leaderboard, like in that season, in that leaderboard. It should be. I wasn't thinking like a global score, but something in the specific leaderboard.
Oh, I see.
So this is what I'm thinking, just the global player data, and we can have another table for scores and the leaderboard.
Okay. How about we like just start with showing let's start with like a simple data just to show that with the client.
So I'm leaving this blank now. Then we can get back to it. Okay.
Maybe show ID and name, and then we can use the GraphQL client that we were gonna use.
Yes.
Yeah.
So foreign keys.
We can always change this later too. Foreign keys we don't need right now.
Okay.
We can use that
What are they? I'm curious now.
To create relationships between tables. So like this user is part of this user belongs to this group or something. So there's like a table of groups like leaderboards, like you were saying. We can create relationships between those.
Okay, nice. Okay, and add table.
Yeah.
Nice. What else? So let's create one more for a leaderboard.
Should we test? I'm thinking like let's start simple and then test
Okay.
the client and see if we
Okay.
can get it working.
Okay.
So I can actually show you GraphQL real quick.
Yes, that would be nice. So we go to the GraphQL tab.
Yeah. Go to the graphical tab. And then on the left-hand side, you can see the players.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get the name. Oh, we didn't add any data.
Oh.
So let's add.
So we
Let's
go
add
back to the data tab.
Yeah.
Uh,
Players. And insert row.
okay. So name. Let's add you first.
Yay! I want to play. I don't know what game this is, but
This is not. It's just a. You can make any score you want by pressing a button.
oh, nice. Okay, so
You can play.
We can add you and me. You don't have to click. Yeah, just click save.
Okay. Nice. So that ID is automatically generated and.
Yeah, it's automatically generated. And maybe add one more player, just so we have a list.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes.
So now if you go to the graphical tab.
Graphical tab, yes.
And then click the name of, like you can select fields that you want to see, right? So name, ID, whichever one you want.
Name, ID. Mm-hmm.
You can order by if you want.
Okay. This, I guess we don't have anything to order by, but.
We can order by our name. And then hit play at the top.
So this would be just the alphabetical order for the name?
Yeah. But there's a drop down there. You can change the order on the left if you want.
Nice. So easy.
Yeah, it's easy. And then at the bottom, so this is a query, but the bottom left, there's also mutations. So you can also change alter data over there. And
okay. So when we are going to like send a score.
Yeah, exactly. And then subscriptions, we can get live data. I don't know how it works with the Unity though, but like on the web, you wouldn't have to reload the page to get the new data.
Okay. I guess for Unity, I have to figure that out.
Yeah. We can just stay with queries maybe.
And notifications.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it will be just like a callback that the SDK gives. Like I think that should be simple also.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, the query in the middle there, you copy that and you use it in your code. So the middle column.
Just this.
Yeah. So that's the GraphQL query that you send to the server. I mean, to the API endpoint.
Okay. Nice. So let's see. Okay. Actually, I'm thinking maybe let's add the leaderboard also, because the data we'll show on the Unity tab is the leaderboard.
Okay, let's do it. So we switched to my screen share because this way it's less blurry. So we're going to use this GraphQL client, Unity, by Gesundheit. Tade Ajiboye, this is the author of the client that we're going to use. And basically, you import the Unity package into your project, and then you can use it. You can use the GraphQL API through here. So that's what we're going to show you now. So I have and this is my screen. So Barış is going to walk me through how to use it.
Okay. So download the Unity package.
So we got the Unity. Oh, okay. So we have a basic project here with the assets, right? So that's
yes, very, very basic.
So that's what we have open in VS Code right now. And what do I do next?
So you need to download the SDK and add it to the project.
From here. Download the Unity package. This one?
Yes, you can just press that. Yes, just download that. Then click the downloaded file and just import, I guess. Just import, yes.
Okay. So we have imported it here.
Yes.
This is it, right?
Yes, that's right. So just on assets, from reading I took a quick look at the README. On near assets, you should right-click in Unity. Just right-click somewhere, create.
In assets?
Then on the GraphQL client and API reference.
Is it okay that I started from assets to get here?
Yeah, it's okay. It'll just create it there.
Okay.
Okay, so there, just name it if you want.
Maybe this Unity. Oh, what should I call
Oh,
it?
no, it should be like our leaderboard API or something.
Oh, okay. Leaderboard API.
Yep. So now there's in that you see that URL field. We should, I guess, take the URL of from the console.
Oh, okay. Hasura console.
I can send you that.
Yes, send me that one.
So just enter that there.
So what we did was we took we went to the Hasura console and we copied the GraphQL endpoint from the top in the graphical tab. So I'm pasting that here now. So this is our Hasura endpoint.
Yes. Then introspect.
Introspect.
Apparently that's a GraphQL feature. That's very nice.
Yeah.
It says in the read.
Yeah, so we're getting the schema. It's pulling down the schema. So now we can create queries and mutations and everything.
Yes.
Oops.
So now created the player depth to get all the players.
So create new query.
So create new query. Yes. Let's give it a name.
Get players. We're gonna get all the players, right?
Yes. Yes.
Confirm query. Return type players.
Yeah.
Create field. ID. Create field. Name.
Name. Yes. Then preview. So that looks exactly like it looked on the Hasura console.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. What do we do next?
Okay. So now to use this, you need to reference this API asset from the Hasura test object. So just go to the Hasura test C# file.
This one?
Yes, there. Then from the README, we need to copy paste just what you were checking. Wait a second.
This one?
Yes, that.
Make it bigger. Okay, so we copy paste this, but not Pokemon. We'll change that.
Pokemon's okay.
Okay, and
okay. Just you need to put that line under the class, inside the class.
Okay.
Yes. Change the Pokemon to ours.
Leaderboard API?
Yeah, sure. Like no dash, like better to write it like this. Something.
We're just naming it right now. It doesn't have to match this one.
No, not that. Yeah, it doesn't have too much.
Oh, okay.
Just the dashes in the thing makes my eyes bleed. So okay. So now that you edit, saved it,
Yeah.
just go to Hasura test.
Oops. Yeah.
No, in the hierarchy on the left.
Oh, okay.
So this is basic Unity stuff that you're learning now.
Yeah, I'm learning stuff now. It's awesome.
So you see, because you added that public field, there's a leaderboard API field on the right in the inspector. So it's a non-graph API.
Non-graphic. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to drag it, get our newly created API reference in the project.
Down here,
Yes, and drag it onto that field.
like this?
No, onto the field. Yes. So now we can access our API reference.
Pretty awesome. Do I do test or what do I do?
So wait, how do we do this? So to now go to the now like we'll connect the test button to actually get the names. For that, go to the editor CS file, Hasura test editor.
Editor CS. Okay.
Go there. Yes.
And that
So now,
just so people know, that came from here somewhere. Oh, here.
yes, from the assets, I think. Yeah, assets in editor. Yeah, there.
Cool.
So now when we press test button, you are just logging player test. Now instead we'll do GraphQL stuff.
Oh, I see. Very cool.
Yes. So to do that, let's go to the README again.
So this will say get players or something.
Yes, something. We'll use the query that you just created in the reference.
So we'll do something like this.
Using the API reference, yes. You can just copy paste that method.
The whole thing.
Whole thing. Put it, yes, just after that.
After that. Does the order
Yes.
matter?
No, order doesn't matter.
Oh. Just curious. Oh, it's not formatting it when I save it. Oh,
Okay, so do your tabs if you want.
I don't like 4 spaces. There we go. I'm sure there's a VS Code plugin that will like format this, but
yes, if you want, just type it there once more, and nice. Okay, so instead of get Pokemon, say get players. Into web requests.
What was it? Leaderboard. What do we call it?
No, you should do yes, leaderboard API, but you should access that as Hasura test.leaderboard API.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Yes. So in the post name, I think instead of get all Pokemons, you should write the query name you wrote for in the API reference.
So that was.
I think just press assets. Yes.
Get players, right?
Get players. Yep, that one.
Get players. Cool. This should work, right?
I think so. So now we have that in.
Oh, this should be capital H, no?
No. No.
Oh, it was
small.
Okay.
Because Hasura, the big one is the capital one is the class name. The small is the variable. Cool. So instead of the debug log player test, delete that line in the test button.
Okay.
Instead, just do get players.
This one.
The capital one and parentheses and semicolon. Nice. So I think that should be. Wait. No, I think you'll need to. We need to use Unity Web Request. I think you'll need to add Unity Engine.Unity Networking.
Say that again.
I'll message you just above in the using part. I think VS Code isn't. I think I'll send you what that.
Okay.
Just using Unity Engine Unity networking. For in the editor.
I see.
Yes, there. Nice. So I think now that should be it.
Now
save it. Go back.
Or what do we do?
Just go to the Hasura. Just click the Hasura test.
Okay.
In the hierarchy.
Oh, okay. I clicked it.
Okay.
This font is so.
I'm seeing there's an error down, so I'll check that.
Oh, I see. The type or namespace is like tiny font. The type or namespace name Unity Networking does not exist in the namespace Unity Engine.
So maybe it's what did I remember wrong? Ah, okay. Sorry, not Unity Networking, just networking.
So here, just networking.
Yeah, just yeah. Right. Now save it. Some other.
The name Graph API does not exist in the current context.
Okay, just double click there. It will show you. Double click in.
Does it just take you to the code? That's nice.
It should.
So it took me to here.
Let's see. Okay.
Graph API. I don't see a Graph API here. Do you?
No.
Graph API. There it is.
Okay. Just instead of that. Wait. No. Above we should add the. Can you show the using parts again? Okay. We need to the using part we added to Hasura test. We should add here as well. Using graph. It's from the README again. This line. Using GraphQL client.core.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, now this should work, you're saying?
I'm hoping. It should work.
You promise? Looks like something worked.
Yes. Okay. It's in. Now press test button. Let's see.
I tested button. I clicked it. Should I click again?
Maybe we need to play. Maybe it needs to be in play mode. Let's do that. So that's editor mode. This is as if the app is actually running. Okay.
So now
press test button again. Nice.
Oh, we
so
got
we get
data players. We got the players back.
Yes. So maybe click on the data on the console, then we can see the full data.
Console?
Under console, like that line with the text with all the data.
Yeah.
Click that. So underneath it will show it, and you can just copy paste the data so we can see better.
So these two lines, or?
Yes. So that's all the players we have from the.
Yeah, we only have 2. We're hoping to increase our
player base. Yes. So maybe let's try. It's not that we got the data. Nice. Like even though no Unity, we could do it pretty fast. That's nice.
What's that?
Even though you didn't know Unity, we could do this pretty fast. So that's nice.
Yeah, even someone who doesn't know Unity can get started really easy, as long as. But you need Barış to.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So let's try to add someone else to play with us.
Let's try to add someone else to play with us. Okay.
Like a third player. I'm thinking. So I don't know how to do this. So I'm thinking we need to go back to the API reference and add a mutation.
Yeah, we need a mutation.
Do we need to do anything on the console for that, or just the API for that is already there?
The API is already there. It should be.
Nice. Okay.
Should we show the players on the UI?
That we don't. That will take more time. I wish. I'm thinking for now. Just let's get the data, figure out the data part, then we can connect to my project.
Okay.
Okay. So press play again. So we stop.
Oh, okay.
Then you can go back to the project tab.
Project tab.
Yeah.
You mean here?
Next to the console.
Okay.
Let's go to assets, API reference, the leaderboard API. I'm thinking we can create new mutation, I guess.
Yeah. So add player, right?
Yes, I guess.
Players, and we can pick the mutation here. That's nice. Insert players and confirm mutation. Create fields. Oh, these are the fields we're gonna get back. So we'll say return. We'll just affected rows. But if you want, you can get the fields on the returning. Like if you want to get the name back from the you can do it this way.
From the player that you add?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is
I guess the ID we are creating on the server, so it would be nice to get that back, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a question, but I forgot. Create field. Oh, how do we pass in the... Oh, we don't have to pass in any variables, right? We're just creating... Oh, we have to pass in the name somehow.
I'm thinking the variables we need to pass in the in code.
Yeah, I think there was something about that here. Yeah, it's this one. Where is it? Post function.
So there's setting query inputs.
Yeah, this is it. So we set arguments on the query. Okay, so then this should be good for now, right?
I think so, yes. So we have to go back to the code, I guess.
I'm gonna guess it's public async void add player.
So there's the create new user part in the README. You can check that. Or I can just send you line by line. I guess get the first line first.
This one?
Yes. So that will get the query.
Is this right, my function declaration?
Yeah.
Okay, so I put this here. And we have the type mutation on it. And it's going to be add player, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait, why is this? Maybe it's not capitalized.
Should just match the, yes.
Yeah. And this is going to be the leaderboard API. This is going to be add player. Or it has the same name. Is that okay?
Which one?
Oh, this should, can this be add player?
Yeah, it can be.
This one was just request.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's no problem. Add player query or something. Yeah, it works.
Add player query.
So next, but I don't know if you have converts.
This one?
Yes.
JSON convert. I couldn't hear you, so I'm just going ahead with the pasting.
Yes, do that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you have JSON convert in your project.
Oh, I don't think I have it. I don't think I Do you think I would have it?
I think you don't have it, so we have to fix that.
Let's add. What's your roommate's dog's name?
Lily.
Okay, so objects. So we need JSON convert.
Yes, that we'll figure out.
Maybe it's part of this client.
No, I think it's newtonsoft.json. Just try it, but just try adding using newtonsoft.json.
What is
But
that?
if you don't have it, then we have to get it for you.
Did you send it to me?
Yes.
So now it will know what this is?
If I think so, yes.
Okay.
We'll try and get an error and fixed.
Okay. So now, what we did, we got the needed query from the API reference. We serialized the input object into JSON. We're going to convert the JSON to an argument string, okay, and set the query's argument. So that's what we're doing now. Okay. So that's add player query, right?
Yes. And the last part is to actually make the request.
Okay. Performs post request to server. User API. That one is this one, right? Dot post, add player query. Is that what we want?
Yes, that's what
Cool. How do we need a button, like a text field, right?
Yeah. Actually, can you show me your whole thing? Your whole...
This?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. So actually, if you want, just instead of for the test button, instead of get players, or just copy paste the test button, if test button parts, and let's create another button. Just copy paste that's the whole if statement. Duplicate.
Inside here?
Yeah, just in the button name, instead of test button, say add player.
Okay, and we can rename this too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and add
player.
player.
Actually, it will be an add Lily function.
We need the name maybe in here and pass it in here.
Yeah, do that. Then string. Before name, you should add a string for the variable type.
Like this?
Yes, but small s. Yeah. And you don't need the two dots.
You don't need the dot where?
After string.
This. Oh, okay.
So,
and we need to put this in here instead of Lily.
Instead of Lily, yes.
And maybe we need a text field so people can enter the name.
Yeah, but let's do it let's just hard code.
Okay, like this?
Yes.
Cool. Now, through a test, I have to play it. Errors.
Error. I guess the JSON thing. Too many characters. And you need to use double quotes, not single.
Oh, in Lily?
After add player. Yep.
Okay. Play. Add player. Oh, returning ID.
Oh, nice. It worked.
Cool. We should have returned the name too. But if we go to the Hasura console, we can see.
Yeah. No, actually, we can just get players now. Just press get players.
Get players. Oh yeah, that's true too.
Let's see.
Nice. Name Lily.
Nice.
Totally worked. Awesome.
Nice.
I can actually, I kind of want to show the Hasura console. So here we are in the data tab, players. We can see our new player that we just created. Very cool. What should we do next?
Mhm.
This is actually a good first demo. If you want to do this in 2 parts, we can end here.
Yeah, we can do that. Then next time we can do the leaderboard.
Sure. Okay, so we will end the first part here.
Yes.
I think this is a good view to end this, so we can see the users here. Cool. Thank you so much, Barış.
It was actually kind of easy, even though I didn't know Hasura, you didn't know Unity, and we could.
Yeah, we still did it.
I'm
I'm so proud of us. Thank you, Barış, and bye, everybody.
Bye.